Is this the rarest weapon in the DLC? Why the hell is the drop rate so low? Is it? I got 2 to drop just running through the area, and I only have 107 item discovery. Damn, that's crazy you got lucky and got 2. Doesn't mean it isn't rare. The guys suck so hard. Fire Knight Shortsword. Looks inside. Dagger. Why is this dagger named Shortsword, bro? The cooler Earth Steel dagger. In fact, hotter. Is this a dagger or sword? Yes. Didn't try it yet, but power sensing 2 of these cold infused should go incredibly hard. 1, it doesn't work. 2, try a bleed build. It'll blow your mind. I don't know why, but it's not removing the frost. Any ideas why? Intentionally removing frostbite is terrible anyway, you goofballs. You are literally removing one of the best status effects in the game. 20% more damage in exchange for a shittier version of bleed. Just leave the frostbite on and deal more damage now. It's insane that this idea is still considered sensible. This thing's physical damage does not scale with faith, unlike the Earthsteel dagger, so it's significantly worse in terms of AR potential. It has an interesting little gimmick of getting to use both strength and faith to scale its fire damage on fire infusion, but it only gains 50 AR from having 99 faith relative to 14 faith. Using this and its AR at 99 strength faith, while quite high for a fire infusion dagger, is still lower than a fire wakizashi, and, even worse, is absolutely outclassed by a 1099 strength faith flame art Earthsteel dagger, because Earthsteel dagger, unlike this thing, gets to scale both its physical and fire damage with its faith scaling when using flame art infusion. One thing this weapon actually has going for it though is that it appears to be a teensy bit longer than the Misericord, the previous longest dagger. Although I don't have hitbox info, I'm just swapping between the weapons to compare the length. Another niche thing this has going for it is that its fire damage is always best in class, but its physical damage is bad enough to drag down its overall AR. Or if you're for some reason trying to maximize the fire type damage you're dealing and don't care about your overall AR. Consider the following. Whatever, nerd. Finding out this was a dagger mid-dagger run was the best thing that ever happened. Finding out it wasn't a straight sword mid-straight sword only run was the worst. Finding out this wasn't a colossal mid-colossal run was a pretty neutral thing to happen. Finding out this wasn't a glintstone staff mid-staff only run was kind of expected, to be honest. Finding out it wasn't a shield mid-shield only run was whatever. Finding out this wasn't a bow mid-bow run was pretty unsurprising. Finding out that this wasn't an equipable piece of armor. The fuck? I kinda wish this was another like Grace Source. It's still fine as is though. Look at how the knights use it. In no dimension would this be a light greatsword. Get 2 of them. Infuse right hand one with Chilling Mist. Infuse left hand one with any fire affinity. Buff right hand with Chilling Mist. Use the R2 attacks until the enemy gets frostbitten, and then reset it with 1 L1 attack. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Always with a period to make it sound cool and definitive is one of the most overused cliches in video game forums. August 2nd. Imagine being mad about words. Fire Knight's Shortsword looks inside. Dagger. Fire Knight's Greatsword looks inside. Colossal Sword. Yo guys, I've got an idea for a build. First, get one of these and make it bleed. Put it in your offhand. Then, get another one. Put that in your offhand, and then make it frost and you get fire. And then get another one and made it bleed, and put it in your normal hand. And the frost in your proc bleed, and offhand. And then bleed fire, and slap fire main hand. And then do make it bleed for reset on your. And then have another dagger before frost. And then it will fire. And enjoy, guys. So what you're saying is, you did a build and then it made you have a stroke? I want to smoke what you smoking right now. Never proc in your offhand. What is this, a short sword for ants? It's a spear for ants, it's a long sword for gnomes, it's a short sword for demi-humans, and it's a dagger for humans. Has anyone tried using this offhand bleed infused? Asking for a friend. Guys, I think some people are infusing this with status and using it in their offhand. Does dual wielding this give me the kind of unbreakable abusive moveset that the knights who wield it have? Retainer short sword from DS2, but hot. Fire Knight short sword, dagger. Fire Knight's great sword, colossal sword. Queenline's great sword, heavy thrusting sword. Miyazaki forgot to use his glasses when he was naming them. Forgive him. Hey girl, I heard you like short sword, so I put some smithing stone +6 in your Fire Knight. This comment makes no sense, but goddamn is it funny. Why this guy got to remain corporeal through his entire death throes before allowing me to pick up his drops? His soul is securely fashioned to his flesh. Fire Knight greatsword, colossal sword. Fire Knight short sword, dagger. If the Fire Knight sword existed, it would be a light greatsword. Can this still be buffed if it is cold infused, such as by Blood Flame Blade? No. You are very silly. A scaling when magic infused, but B scaling with flame art? Does FromSoft even think about half of the idiotic stuff they do? Can make sense of it in 2 seconds? Everyone else must be the idiot, because it already has innate fire damage and continues to have innate fire damage when magic infused. The B scaling doesn't have to work as hard because the damage is already accounted for. Meanwhile, if you magic infuse it, it's splitting the damage 3 ways instead of just 2, which means it's still shittier as a result. Do players even think about half the idiotic stuff they say? Unfortunately, this is outclassed by the Earthsteel Dagger as that deals pure physical damage alongside its native Faith scaling, meaning that while Flame Art infused, each point in Faith will yield better returns in AR in both physical and fire damage. But the Earthsteel Dagger range is trash compared to this. It's a dagger. You are going to be smelling the enemy's farts anyways. You may as well make sure you hurt them. Can't easily farmed. Yeah, no. I got one just exploring the library. Here's a tip to make farming easier. 25 fire imbued fingerprint shield grants 100% fire negation. Shield poke with Moog Spear, 3 guard counter breaks poise. Stop trying to promote shield poke. It's sad enough you resort to that alone. It's PvE, bros. He can shield poke if he wants. Especially to expedite grinding one of the most obnoxious enemies in the DLC. Local and non-wiki users try to outlaw PvE farming method. 17 September. Imagine being such a sad person that you complain about the build someone uses for farming an item. Did your parents use you for trepanning practice or something? Fuck Murky Hand Scythe. All my homies hate Murky Hand Scythe. Keen Scaling. DAD. Yeah. Here, we have another weapon with dad reference. Funny, because this would be Giant Dad's dagger of choice. Dadger. This thing wishes it was an Earthsteel Dagger. It's literally the Flame Art version of the Earthsteel Dagger. Gold infused equals Dumbass's Sword of Night and Flame. That's genius! The innate fire does not reset Frostbite on this with cold infusion. Yes, it does. I was very sad to see that it was a dagger and not actually a straight sword. How sad. If this were a straight sword, you still wouldn't use it. Why are y'all booing? He's right. Use this two-handed, heavy infused at 54 strength, buff with lightning armament at 80 faith, and use two-hand talisman. Can stack multi-hit talismans. Incredible DPS. Oh boy. Look at you using all those big words. I meant to comment the lightning armament thing on the Wakizashi page. My bad. If it had Nash of War like the Black Knife, but with fire, or a mini Mesmer Spear. Just put the Flame Spear on. From the creators of the Black Knight Sword, weapon class Greatsword, and the Greatsword, weapon class Ultra Greatsword, we bring you the Fire Knight Shortsword, weapon class Dagger. Black Knight stuff being the wrong class is more about how jacked the Black Knights were. A normal sword to them is a greatsword to anyone else. For gnomes, this is a great sword. For shorties or demi-humans, this is a straight sword. For humans, this is a short sword. But for tarnished, this is a dagger. Worth it for the drip alone. Rocking this as a fast weapon in the left hand with the Fire Knight Greatsword in the right hand. Heavy infusion, 35 faith, 80 strength. Feeling like a motherfucking Fire Knight, yes sir! I would have preferred this being a Songbird pair weapon with a unique skill like the ones the Knights use. The one where they do multiple fire slashes at you. As it is, it doesn't really have anything that sets it apart from Earthsteel, and there are no daggers that come paired by default. Would have been much more unique and interesting in my opinion. I paired this with Earthsteel. It looks like a miniature Fire Knight's Greatsword. 10 out of 10.